Welcome to pile number 1. They're hiding their true feelings of care, nurturing, and possibly even love for you. The Empress shows they have deep, tender, nurturing emotions that they're not expressing or revealing. They care more than they're letting on. They might be hiding their desire for commitment, family, or building something lasting with you. The Empress represents marriage, children, home building, and long-term partnership. They could be concealing that they're thinking about these serious milestones but aren't ready to discuss them yet. They're keeping their vulnerability and softer side hidden. The Empress is gentle, emotional, and receptive. They might be protecting these tender aspects of themselves behind a tougher exterior. They don't want you to see how deeply they feel or how much they want to nurture and be nurtured. They could be hiding abundance or resources they have. The Empress governs material comfort and prosperity. They might have more financial stability, wealth, or resources than they're revealing. They could be downplaying their success or keeping their financial situation private. They might be concealing creative projects, artistic pursuits, or feminine interests that they fear you judge or not understand. The Empress is deeply creative and artistic. They could have hidden talents, hobbies, or passions they haven't shared with you. There's a possibility they're hiding involvement with another woman or feminine energy in their life. The Empress can represent a mother figure, female friend, ex-girlfriend, or other woman whose presence or influence in their life they're not disclosing. This could be innocent, like a close friendship, or concerning, like romantic involvement. They might be concealing their desire to settle down or their readiness for the next level of maturity and commitment. The Empress represents growth and development. They could be more ready for serious partnership than they're admitting, perhaps because they're afraid of scaring you off or appearing too eager. They could be hiding sensuality, sexuality, or physical desires they have regarding you. The Empress is deeply sensual and connected to physical pleasure. They might be keeping their attraction or physical feelings hidden out of respect, fear of rejection, or uncertainty about appropriateness. They're possibly concealing how much they're investing emotionally or practically in the connection. The Empress is generous and giving. They might be doing more behind the scenes to support, help, or nurture the relationship than you realize, keeping their efforts hidden so they don't seem too invested. They might also be hiding pregnancy, fertility concerns, or thoughts about children. If relevant to your situation, the Empress can literally indicate they're concealing pregnancy news, fertility struggles, or their feelings and plans regarding having children. Overall, they're hiding tender feelings, nurturing desires, abundance, or their softer, more vulnerable side. What they're concealing is generally positive. They care more and want more than they're showing you. Welcome to pile number 2. They're hiding deep anxiety, worry, and mental torment they're experiencing. The 9 of Swords shows they're keeping significant stress, fears, and sleepless nights secret from you. They're suffering silently and not letting you see how much they're struggling. They're concealing their fears about the relationship or their fears about life in general. The 9 of Swords represents worry and worst-case scenario thinking. They're plagued by anxious thoughts about you, about the future, about whether they're good enough, or about things going wrong, but they're not sharing these fears. They might be hiding guilt or shame about something they've done or failed to do. The 9 of Swords often appears when someone is tormented by regret, past mistakes, or knowledge of wrongdoing. They could be keeping a guilty conscience hidden from you. They're concealing how badly they're sleeping or how much their mental health is suffering. The 9 of Swords is the insomnia card. They might be having sleepless nights, panic attacks, or anxiety that's affecting their well-being, but they're pretending everything is fine. They could be hiding dark thoughts, depression, or even thoughts of self-harm. The 9 of Swords represents mental anguish and despair. If they're in a particularly dark place, they might be concealing the severity of their mental health struggles because they don't want to burden you or show weakness. They're keeping their overthinking and obsessive thoughts about you or the relationship hidden. The 9 of Swords shows someone whose mind won't stop racing. They might be constantly replaying conversations, imagining scenarios, worrying about what you think, but not letting you know how much mental energy they're expending on you. They might be hiding information about financial stress, debt, or money problems that are keeping them up at night. The Nine of Swords can indicate they're worried about their financial situation but putting on a brave face and not disclosing their economic struggles. They could be concealing betrayal, deception, or something they're afraid you'll discover. The Nine of Swords is the card of being haunted by secrets. They might be hiding something they did wrong, and the fear of you finding out is tormenting them. They're keeping their vulnerability and struggles isolated. The Nine of Swords shows someone alone with their torment. They're not reaching out for support or letting anyone, including you, know they're suffering. They're dealing with their pain in isolation. They might also be hiding how much your words or actions have hurt them. If you've said or done something that wounded them deeply, the Nine of Swords suggests they're suffering over it but not telling you how much it affected them. Overall, they're hiding significant anxiety, mental torment, guilt, or dark thoughts. What they're concealing is painful and heavy. They're struggling more than you know, but they're keeping their suffering hidden. Welcome to pile number 3. They're hiding information they've gathered about you, conversations they've had about you, or things they've been researching or investigating. The Page of Swords is curious and information-seeking. They're keeping what they know or what they've been looking into secret. They're concealing their true opinions, judgments, or critical thoughts about you or the relationship. The Page of Swords can be sharp-tongued and analytical. They might have observations, criticisms, or assessments they're keeping to themselves, at least for now. They might be hiding conversations or communication with others, possibly gossiping about you, discussing the relationship with friends, or seeking advice from people you don't know about. The Page of Swords is a messenger and communicator. There's talking happening behind the scenes. They're keeping their skepticism, doubt, or questioning hidden. The Page of Swords is naturally suspicious and questioning. They might be doubting the relationship, questioning your honesty, or feeling skeptical about things you've said, but not voicing these doubts directly. They could be concealing that they're testing you or observing you to gather information. The Page of Swords is investigative. They might be deliberately seeing how you react to certain situations, asking subtle questions to assess your character, or generally spying on you through social media or other means. They're hiding their immaturity, inconsistency, or the fact that they're not as serious or committed as they appear. Pages represent youth and inexperience. They might be playing at being more invested or mature than they actually are, keeping their true casual attitude hidden. They might be concealing plans to communicate something important or confrontational. The Page of Swords is the messenger preparing to deliver news. They could be building up courage to tell you something difficult, ask you challenging questions, or initiate a conversation they're nervous about. They're keeping their restless, scattered, or easily distracted nature hidden. The Page of Swords has difficulty maintaining focus and commitment. They might be more flighty or unreliable than they're showing you, concealing their tendency to move on quickly to the next interest. They could be hiding their involvement in drama, conflict, or gossip circles. The Page of Swords can be involved in stirring up trouble or spreading information. They might be more involved in messy social dynamics than you realize. They might also be concealing their strategic thinking or manipulative tactics. The Page of Swords is clever and can use information as a weapon. They could be keeping their strategies, plans, or calculated moves hidden while they figure out how to use what they know to their advantage. Overall, they're hiding information they've gathered, critical thoughts they have, conversations about you with others, or their investigative and possibly manipulative tendencies. They know more than they're saying, and they're keeping their cards close to their chest.